I've always found the sales tax on precious metals amusing, annoying, and ironic. How can you tax money you're exchanging fiat for? Do you get taxed getting cash from the bank? Well, another state in the union just got more restrictive with sales tax. Hey everyone, welcome to Campbell's Coins. Make sure you stay tuned until the end of this video. I have a giveaway announcement. So I was buying some platinum from my local coin shop last week, and they told me the tax threshold had changed. I was shocked at the new amount. Sales tax is nothing new, but sales tax on precious metals is new. In 1992, the Supreme Court of the United States set a precedent for how individual states would deal with retailers in the case of Quilcor v. North Dakota. The court ruled in favor of Quilcor, noting the company did not need to collect sales tax on sales in North Dakota as they had no physical presence within the state. However, on June 21, 2018, the Supreme Court announced a decision that changed the 1992 precedent set in Quill. In South Dakota v. Wayfair Incorporated, the state of South Dakota argued that it was losing out on local sales tax with more and more consumers shopping online rather than in brick and mortar stores. Now, because of this ruling, online retailers have to adapt to varying state sales tax rules and regulations across the United States. This sales tax didn't always apply to precious metals, but a lot of states have adopted a sales tax on real money, gold and silver. Imagine going to the bank and getting taxed for depositing or cashing out your paycheck. Just 4 years ago, California didn't have a sales tax on precious metals. Then they adopted a 7.5% tax rate on all precious metals purchases under $1,500. In a perfect world, the sales tax laws would be uniform across the U.S., with each state requiring the same amount of tax being collected on all products. Actually, in a perfect world, there wouldn't be any sales tax. Of course, this is not the case. The items taxed aren't the same in every state either. In some states like Kansas, all coins have a tax, except those made of gold and silver. Others like California and New York have a tax threshold one must meet in order to avoid paying the tax. And some freedom-loving states like Wyoming don't charge sales tax on gold and silver coins used as a medium of exchange, nor gold and silver bullion with its weight and purity stamped or imprinted. So what happened recently? Well, it's not exactly recent. This was a change that went into effect January 1st, 2023, but it's one that I just found out about. In 2023, California increased the sales tax threshold on precious metals. It was $1,500 and it was increased to $2,000. The reason they gave for increasing this threshold was inflation. This means in California, you must spend over $2,000 to avoid paying the 7.5% sales tax when buying precious metals. As a Californian, I find this extremely frustrating. Not just for me, but for many people in the state who need to save up for months to reach this new $2,000 threshold to avoid paying a 7.5% sales tax rate. I've mentioned this many times before. When you tax something, you are essentially being punished for buying it. This is why they have increased the taxes on tobacco products. I don't use these products, but the goal of increasing the taxes is to get people to stop using them. Make it so cost prohibitive, you can't smoke anymore, or at the very least, you smoke less. California did the same for gas. There are a lot of taxes on our gasoline, and one of them is a driving tax. The argument for it is you're using the roadway, so you should pay for the roadway upkeep. If you've traveled to California, or even if you live here, you're probably wondering when they're going to start fixing our roadways with these taxes. Our roads are truly horrendous, and they need a lot of infrastructure work. The ultimate goal of this driving tax is to get people to drive less because they know if the price increases, people will buy less of it. Less gas cars on the road means less emissions. If they were really worried about emissions and climate change, they might want to look into the other sources used to make electricity in the state to power their Teslas. But I digress. The point of a sales tax is to punish the buyer for their choices, and this threshold increase only hinders the precious metals buyer. Given that they have increased this threshold, I do see California getting rid of this threshold in the future and just doing a straight tax on all precious metals, no matter the dollar amount. But be thankful we are not there yet. If you're in California, call your representative and tell them you disapprove of this tax on real money. It is very difficult to get things flipped here in California, especially when one party has held a supermajority for the better part of 2 decades. But it's worth a try. The tax on precious metals in the state only started a few years ago, so maybe we can reverse it. If you live in a state with a tax on precious metals, you should do the same. Call your representative. I'm including a link down in the description of this video and tagging it in the comments to SD Bullion's website. They have an excellent breakdown of taxes in each state, and if you would like to see what is and is not taxed in your state, go ahead and take a look. It seems like they update this fairly regularly because they have the new California threshold in here. And I don't have any sponsorship with SD Bullion. I just thought they did a really nice job with their tax list and thought it might help you all out. On another note, Germania Mint sent me one of their newest releases coming out on June 30th, and I wanted to give away this piece to one of my viewers. This is their new Prime Bullion. It is the 2023 Malta Golden Eagle 1 ounce BU round. Germania wanted to create an entirely new product category for the collectors, and they call it Prime. This is also the very first round they produced with the Germania Mint mark.
Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
Just print the damn thing!
If you look on the reverse, you'll see this very small shield on the right-hand side. This piece has exquisite detail. It's 4/9 fine pure and has a mintage of 100,000 pieces. I've talked about Germania Mint many times, especially in regards to their high quality and their value. These 1 ounce BU rounds with 100,000 mintage cost roughly the same as a BU American Silver Eagle. But with Germania, you get many different designs, a better coin, insane detail, and lower mintage. Silver Eagles are often minted in the millions every single year, and they have the same design with only the year changing and the location of the quote-unquote security feature. I have a link down in the comments to this product on Germania Mint's website if you would like to look into it more. And if you'd like to win this round, please comment below using the hashtag #TaxesSuck. I'll randomly pick a winner next week. Unfortunately, I need to keep this giveaway to U.S. residents only and will only ship to U.S. addresses. Your time is your most precious asset, and I appreciate you spending it here with me. Thank you all for watching. This is Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.